Doc has inherited a tough situation down there, and they're getting better. And but he had to go awfully small against us. And sometimes that works. Was it Adelman in the pros was said that if you're getting in trouble, go small. If that don't work, go smaller. So I think Doc went smaller because they were real small. But it's hard to play your normal game against a team like that. I thought that we did pretty good losing CJ and not having really any practices to kind of figure out how we're doing it. I was on the sideline a couple of timeouts and had some different lineups I'd never seen, and I always draw plays and kind of tell them where we're going. I kept getting mixed up because I would say CJ, and I look, he wasn't in. Then I go Millen, and I look, and he wasn't in. And then I just go, run one of our plays. So it was difficult for me coaching this game because the lineups were different, and they weren't as I wasn't in sync as I should be, and I've got to get better at it. At least I'll have a practice tomorrow to get me better. And hopefully, though, CJ will come back, and that'll kind of get us back in the smooth type of rhythm that we play and substitute with. It makes it a lot easier as a coach, and probably makes it a lot easier as a player. But it's a good win. We got to win them all here at home, and that starts out. We got a tough game coming up against Tech.
Thanks, Coach. We'll now open it up for questions.
Is Thieneman sick or hurt?
Sick. He had the same thing CJ's got. The CJ last report was getting better, but still weak. And they took him to the hospital the night before last, and they checked everything out. And I think it's either chicken or bad piece of chicken or flu. But I think CJ's was chicken. I think Thieneman's the flu. Could be, I don't know. Whatever. And the big thing is he ain't there, and hopefully that they'll bring him back and we can get him for this next game. But we got Thieneman's flu, Ott's got a bad back, George has got a stress fracture toe, CJ flu, Will, one of our walk-ons, twisted. You know what's going bad. He twisted his ankle in his yard. He's out. I threw Corny in practice the other day, and he was so bad I got him out. I tried to do it, and that was even worse. So, I don't know where we'll go. We'll see. It's fun, though, trying to figure it out.
You've had Ryan Taylor in practice.
Yeah, Ryan came back. That's the way it should be. All of our players, and I don't know if y'all noticed, announcing the former players. I get around to everything and promoting this after a while, but I get bits and pieces. And I want to make them feel at home. And I want our home crowd to see them again. They supported them for 4 years, and you shouldn't just go away. And we should highlight those kids when they come back, young men. You take a loop, you make him feel at home even when he leaves, becomes a doctor. That's a great alumni possibility. And it gets to be more of a possibility if you've treated them the way they should be treated once they leave here. And we got good kids, and you should be proud of them and what they do. And I know I am, and I try to make myself available to them. Love the fact that Ryan can come back and practice with us. Stevie can come back. Corny practices with us, although he's a coach. But, some of these players, they might come in, and I'll suit them up, But I just feel like we're a family, and we got to stay with that. And that's what gives us the recruiting tools. More than anything else, we don't have the best arena. We don't have a practice facility. There's a lot of things as far as support, as far as the facilities and things like that we're a little bit behind. And what we do have is our family and the support from the team, support from y'all. Y'all do a great job in the papers for us, keep our name out there. That's what we use to recruit people. And then give us a chance or a breather maybe to catch up on these facilities so that we can make sure we get top flight players that coming in. Not that we don't have some now, because we do. Nothing. He knows. And John knows every point he doesn't have. I don't have to tell him. I'll tell you one thing, I was surprised at halftime. We were up 10 and he hadn't scored. I was going, my God, when would that ever happen? But John's a player. You know, he's more than just a scorer. He's a player. And he kept our team going. He kept the motor going. You know what? He's playing pretty daggone good defense. And he plays pretty good. He gets his hands on the ball. And I think that's the difference between the first 3 years I've been here and now, is that he can go without scoring and we're still winning ball games because our defense and energy levels, they do a great job of maintaining their energy levels. They stay active, they stay playing hard, they don't quit. So we're not scoring real easily. We don't have those, they're scoring easily on the other end. It's still hard for them to score on us. They don't have the big spurts. We don't all of a sudden have a team spurt on us. We're able to kind of keep it in check a little bit until we get a rhythm for our offense. And I think that's what happened tonight. You know, it was a little bit, it wasn't as clean, it wasn't as flashy and as exciting. The ball didn't move as good, but we still maintained a lead, and we were able to come out with a win.
Anything else?
Jared, 8 points previous 3 games, and he comes out and
How many did he have? How many? He hit a bunch of spot ups. I know that.
15.
15. He hit, you know, some shots that he has missed, and that happens. He's going. We'll have to work with him. You know, he gets himself in a little deep sometimes with the penetration into too tight of gaps, and that's a freshman. That happens. He'll work his way back out of that. But you know, all in all, I do want to note that. Would you look at those rebounding stats? Woo! That's all I'm going to say about that.
What was your message during that timeout with about 5 minutes left?
Because they lost their focus. And it was just an Italian going nuts. You know, probably shouldn't have, but I did. I don't like – I'm pretty forgiving on hustle errors or mistakes that you make trying. I'm not real good when you – not real patient when you lack of attention or focus, this lack of energy. And I felt at that time they were already shut the book on the game, and I just gave them a little wake-up call. Tell them I was still playing. Who's with me? So, you know, it is what it is. They know. I don't do anything personal. It's always in general. So they know. They're good young men, and they want to win. I can trust them. You know, I can turn my back on these guys and trust them. Don't have to worry about it. So, great group to support. Got a big game coming up against La Tech. It'll take all of us, much more talented team, a little bigger team, and we have to be on our toes. Now, I think it's 10 straight. How many did we win last year at the end of the year? Did we mess up somewhere? I don't want to count.
Against Rice.
At home, what was that game? How many games after them? At home.
The last one.
Was that the last one? Right. There we are. We got 10. Is it 10 now?
Yes.
I better quit counting. You know, I don't like to do that. It's like counting your money before you quit playing craps. So better not do that. Better not do that. Just keep playing craps. Don't think about what's going on. That's always works out best.
I think that's good. Thanks, guys.
All right, thanks. Happy New Year, fellas.